Manchmal steht man auf dem Schlauch.
There you go. That should get everybody in town on the lookout for Daryl.
I doubt it in this town. People disappear all the time in Scoggins. Nobody even notices anymore.
There have been other missing people?
Plenty others. Even that researcher over at the campground had his buddy go missing just last week.
Do you know where I could...
He's got a trailer at the Wallows campground. Name's Alfred, something or other. Have fun, Mr. FBI. Try looking for my brother while you're at it.
It sounds like Isaac Davner's just one of many missing people around Scoggins. The cases might all be related. I'm heading to the Wallows to ask a researcher there about his missing friend. And look for Daryl's brother, of course.
So, gibt's hier noch was? Vielleicht können wir sie mal fragen, warum sie uns vorher nicht ins Zimmer lassen wollte. Oder warum sie so getan hat, als hätte sie als keins frei.
Hi, Mrs. Garrett.
Hello, Agent Tethers. I hope you had a good night.
I did, actually, thanks to a mysterious benefactor.
Oh, it's not that mysterious. I'm sure whoever it was just hated the thought of you being out there in the dark and cold.
Wird sie erpresst?
Mrs. Garrett, was anyone pressuring you to keep me from checking in?
What? Oh, no. That business about the vacancies was just, a clerical error. Oh, silly me.
Well, okay.
It's just that some people don't trust outsiders because they see this town as a family. A brotherhood of Scoggins, if you will. But that's no reason to be inhospitable.
Is there anyone else staying in the hotel?
To be honest, no. Why do you ask?
Somebody left a strange note under my door last night. Couldn't see who it was.
Oh my, I was at the desk all night, and I didn't see or hear anyone come in or out.
Has anyone in town actually seen the hidden people?
Agent Tethers, that's just crazy talk. The only gnomes in Scoggins are the little wooden ones.
Speaking of that, what happened to your collection from the window?
Oh, those? I sold them to that nice man Steve at the diner. Made a tidy profit, too.
Nobody's ever mentioned actually seeing one of the hidden people?
Oh, Agent Tethers, they're just stories people tell to make the long winters more interesting. Nobody really believes in that. Except that poor Bo Murphy, I guess. And Steve, over at the diner. Oh, and the Brotherhood, of course.
Have you seen Bo Murphy? The last time I saw him, he was in the alley talking to someone. I was hoping to ask him some questions
Ah,
about
das ist der
it.
Beknackte.
Bo Murphy? Well, I
schlechte
haven't seen
Beschreibung.
him in... Oh my, how long has it been since I've seen him? Must have been around the time you were here last.
That's been quite some time.
Mumbled something about going into the woods to finish a conversation. Haven't seen him since.
Das war der Irre, der hier am Tisch saß.
Did you file a missing persons report with the sheriff for Bo Murphy?
Oh my, no. I didn't even realize he was gone until you mentioned it. Bo was always a little unusual, even before he started talking about the whispers. I'm sure he'll be back before you know it.
I'm actually kind of curious about that hot dish I've been hearing about.
Oh, sorry, Agent Tethers. We really are out of the hot dish for real, I'm afraid. It's been a bad winter for moose meat, and the man who usually delivers the cilantro has gone mysteriously missing.
So long, Mrs. Garrett.
You stay safe out there.
Hier verschwinden eindeutig zu viele Leute. Na dann. Suchen wir mal nach dem Forscher, beziehungsweise befragen ihn über seinen Freund. Es gibt wohl mehr Kaugummis in Puzzle Agent 2.
Excuse me, sir. I'm looking for a researcher.
You found one.
I'm Special Agent Tethers with the FBI Puzzle Research Division. Dr.
Versteckt. But that's my father's name. Call me Alfred. I'm doing anthropological research here in Scoggins. I'm a student of mankind.
Someone in town said your friend had gone missing?
Friend? Oh, yes, they must be talking about my graduate student, Will Medlock. Very bright young man. Disappeared, when was that? 2 months ago?
That was before the incident at the eraser factory. But no one mentioned it before.
Can't say I'm surprised. Local law enforcement was no help.
Yes, I've met the local law enforcement.
People here are more interested in puzzles than missing people.
Is there anything else you can tell me about this missing grad student, Will?
Well, now that I think about it, I wonder if spending time in Scoggins was starting to have an effect on him.
How do you mean?
He became unfocused. Talked about nightmares and whispers. I didn't think much of it at the time. He walked away in the middle of one of my discussions about the transformative power of myth and legend. I thought he was just bored, but I never saw him again.
What is an anthropologist doing in Scoggins, Minnesota?
Same thing an anthropologist does anywhere else. I'm studying people.
The people of Scoggins? Is there enough to study?
Oh my, yes. The shared reality made by the people and their folklore. I've been here for years, and I've just barely scratched the surface. Don't you get the sense that this is a town on the cusp of something big? Their folklore, their fascination with puzzles. It's as if the energy of thought is being transformed into solving one of the great problems of our age.
How long have you been here in Scoggins?
Well, let's see, about 15 years? I'm on my 8th government grant.
Do you know anything about the missing factory foreman, Isaac Davner?
Ah, yes. Fascinating story, that. A real suburban myth in the making. To the people of Scoggins, he's the archetype of the martyr, a ritual sacrifice made as an attempt to assert control over capricious nature.
Wait a second. Davner's not a myth. He's a real person. I've met him.
Myths are real, Agent Tethers. We're all characters playing roles. The hero on a quest for truth. The wise, mysterious sage who serves as his guide.
Wise. Right. You must know something about the local stories about gnomes?
The hidden people? Well, of course. They're the ones who brought me here in the first place. I'm studying the myth and worship of the hidden people.
Oh, then you've dealt with that cult, the Brotherhood of Scoggins.
Oh my, yes. Frightfully mad, all of them. Be careful, Agent Tethers. Their devotion to the hidden people makes them extremely driven and extremely dangerous.
Thanks for your time, Alfred. If you hear any more about Isaac Davner or your missing friend, please let me know.
I've just spoken with a mild-mannered but extremely driven agent of the FBI. He was looking for information about the hidden people and the rash of disappearances in the area, including young Will's. Of course, if he's investigating a missing persons case, he'd best talk to Sheriff Bogg. The sheriff may not be helpful, but he is the one man in town with information about all the missing residents.
What he said.
Er scheint trotz seiner Zeit hier halbwegs bei Sinnen geblieben zu sein.
That fire pit hasn't been used since the last thaw, assuming this place ever thaws.
Tja, Sheriff Bog. So we meet again. Or not.
I'm finally desperate enough to visit Sheriff Boggs' office, but he's already working against me. A note on the door says, "Out to grab a bite." If I want any answers, I'll have to head to the Moose Ear Diner.
Hier ist gar nichts. Ach, wir können doch auch einfach einbrechen, oder nicht?
A note on the door says, "Out to grab a bite." If I want any answers, I'll have to head to the Moose Ear Diner.
Naja, okay, beim Sheriff einbrechen.
Daryl's disappearance has got to be tied into all of this somehow.
Glory sieht immer noch ziemlich verstört aus. Was sie wohl dazu sagt, dass ihr Mann offenbar nicht existieren soll.
The foreman's wife, Glory Davner, is still working at the diner as if nothing's happened. Even though her husband's still missing, and the last time I saw her, she was using a chainsaw to try to drown me under a lake of ice. I still don't know how she's involved, but I'd better make it clear I'm only trying to help if I want to get any information. Mrs. Davner, Glory, I think Isaac must have been involved in something big.
I don't have any idea what you're talking about.
Sehr kooperativ.
Equal distribution of weight between birds. 12 votes to title compensation circuit. The whispers.
Oh. Hi, Steve.
You're that FBI agent. Grapples?
Tethers. Have you seen Isaac Davner around town?
Davner? The old eraser factory foreman? Oh, nobody's seen him since the incident.
There seem to be a lot of missing persons cases around Scoggins.
Yeah, stuff happens.
Did you know any of the missing people?
I don't talk to a lot of people in town. Just here for business.
What can you tell me about the hidden people?
I'm not into that anymore. The market dropped out on gnome figurines.
No, I mean real ones.
Real hidden people? Are you trying to catch me saying something crazy? Is this entrapment?
Are you okay, Steve? You seem tense.
I'm not tense. Lots of people have trouble sleeping. It doesn't mean anything.
How long have you had trouble sleeping?
Since the eraser factory reopened. Why?
Just asking. How's business?
I'm not into tchotchke smuggling anymore, if that's what you're asking.
No, I was just...
You can't prove anything.
Calm down.
Okay. It's that I just can't figure out this problem. Maybe you can help.
Na, vielleicht wird das so wie das letzte von ihm. Transport the 4 animals across the river in as many trips as you need. Keep in mind the boat's weight limit and prevent the critters from eating each other. Puzzle rules. While the animals are friendly, left unattended. The bear will eat the wolf will eat the moon goose will eat the snake will eat the bear, somehow. The boat has a weight limit of 201. Also, Wolf ist Gans, Gans ist Schlange und Schlange frisst wiederum den Bär. Halt, nee, Moment. Bär, Wolf. Wolf, was heißt, Goose heißt Gans, ja. Wolf, Gans, Gans, Schlange, Schlange, Bär. Okay, also von groß nach klein. Also wenn ich nur ein Tier mit rüber nehme, dann kann es am Anfang schon mal nichts werden. Weil dann immer irgendwer irgendwen frisst. Ich muss 2 rausnehmen. Und zwar nicht die 2 aus der Mitte, noch nicht die 2 außen. Also nicht 2, die nebeneinander liegen. Die sind quasi, also ich stelle sie mir jetzt gerade eigentlich in einem Kreis vor. Entweder nehme ich die beiden mit, oder ich nehme die beiden mit. Aber die beiden hier mitzunehmen geht nicht, weil das Gewicht überschreitet, also kann ich im ersten Schritt die beiden mitnehmen. Und hier abladen. Okay. So. Jetzt kann ich zum Beispiel den Bär mit zurücknehmen. Den Bär hierher, der Bär darf aber nicht mit der Schlange allein sein. Ja, aber das könnte funktionieren. Den Bär abladen und die Schlange wieder mitnehmen, damit die sich... Halt, nee. Ja, doch so vielleicht. Der Bär würde ja den Wolf fressen, wenn ich ihn da lasse. Jetzt lade ich die mal ab. Das... Ja, so müsste es aber... So müsste es gehen. So.